The Orange Democratic Movement, a party that has defined the Kenyan opposition for 2 decades, is no longer just shaking. It is tearing at the seams. What we are witnessing right now in February 2026 is not just a disagreement over party policy. It is a full-scale civil war for the soul of the Orange House. In one corner, you have the Young Turks, a radical wing led by Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna and Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Owino. In the opposite corner stands the Old Guard, spearheaded by the party's current leader, Dr. Oburu Oginga. To understand why we are actually going to Kitengela this Sunday, we first have to look at the blood that was drawn just a few days ago in Mombasa. On Wednesday, February 11th, the party's National Executive Committee, chaired by Dr. Oburu Oginga, did the unthinkable. In a move that sent shockwaves through the political landscape, they announced the immediate ouster of Edwin Sifuna as the party's Secretary General. They claimed he was actually indisciplined, insubordinate, and a rebel who was sabotaging the party's new direction. They quickly moved to replace him with the Busia woman representative, Catherine Omanyo, in an acting capacity. It actually looked like clean, swift coup, but Edwin Sifuna is not a man who goes down without a fight. By Thursday, he had already secured a massive victory at the political party's dispute tribunal. The tribunal froze the ouster, reinstated Sifuna, and barred the registrar of political parties from gazetting his removal. So legally, Sifuna is still the SG, but politically, he's a man without a country inside his own party headquarters. This is the cold reality as we head into the high-stakes meeting in Kitengela this Sunday. If you want to know what Kitengela will actually look like, you only need to look back at the recent rally in Busia. That meeting was a masterclass in defiance. Sifuna, Babu Owino, Siaya Governor James Orengo, alongside other leaders, took to the stage and essentially told the party leadership that the orange is not for sale. In Busia, they were met with thunderous applause from a grassroots base that feels the party is being swallowed by President William Ruto's UDA. In Kitengela, the stakes are even higher. This isn't just a rally, it's a counter-offensive. Sifuna and Babu are expected to use the Kitengela platform to declare that the broad-based government experiment has failed the common man. They are positioning themselves as the original ODM, the defenders of the poor, while painting the Oburu faction as the system men who are chasing personal perks at State House. Now, this brings us to the most explosive part of this fallout, the battle for the UDA presidency. For weeks, the country has been bustling with reports that a section of ODM is pushing for a formal deal that will see an ODM member take the number 2 seat in 2022. The man at the center of this is Dr. Oburu Oginga. Now, let's be clear on the facts. Oburu's stance on this has been a confusing game of musical chairs. Initially, he dismissed the rumors, saying ODM was not interested in the deputy president's position. But as the broad-based cooperation with President Ruto deepened, his tune changed. He began hinting that as the largest partner in this new arrangement, ODM deserves a seat at the very top of the executive table. This about face has sparked a firestorm of mixed reactions within ODM. The Sifuna wing sees this as the ultimate betrayal, a move to turn around a proud opposition party into junior partner in the UDA government. But the real heat is coming from the UDA itself. The deputy president seat is currently occupied by Kithure Kindiki, and UDA loyalists are not about to let it go. We have seen senior MPs allied to the DP and even cabinet secretaries from the Mount Kenya region coming out guns blazing. Their message is blunt. The DP seat is not for rent and certainly isn't for ODM. They have told Oburu and his team that they can dream on because the UDA supporters voted for this government will never accept ODM deputy president. So how do these factions coexist after Sunday? The truth is, they probably can't. The party is now a house of two heads. You have the Secretary General who has been fired by his boss but reinstated by a judge. You have a party leader who wants to join the government and a youth wing that wants to bring the government down. The Kitengela meeting will likely be the final nail in the coffin of ODM's unity. As Babu Owino and Edwin Sifuna take the microphone this Sunday, expect them to challenge the very legitimacy of Oburu's leadership. They will likely argue that the party's constitution has been ignored and the push for the ODM seat is a fool's errand that only serves to weaken the party. They will be looking to prove that they are holding the hearts of their voters. For the audience watching this unfold, the question isn't just about who sits in the SG's office. It's about the future of democracy in Kenya. If the largest opposition party is busy fighting over whether to join the government or lead the deputy presidency, who is left to check the excessive or the excesses of power? Now, let's see how this will turn out. Yeah, what emerges from the dust of this Sunday's meeting will be a completely different animal. Whether it survives until the 2027 general election is anyone's guess.